Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to qualifying session number 1. And the first car on track is the 75 Honda, driven by Todd Mack. We've got 22 drivers each in these 6 groups, 10 minutes on the clock. The top 2 times will lock into the second annual Crown Royal 300. And then we will go through a series of 10-lap heat races where the top 2 from those races will advance. Then we have a bottom splits, 5 races where the bottom drivers from 16th to 23rd will be eliminated. 3 more 10-lap races of 25 cars, where the top 2 advance as well. And then we end up with 2 30-car LCQs where the top 6 from each advance. Top 5 from each advance, I believe. I'll have to double check that. We've got Audra Baran-Oscus here in the 7 Pontiac. Brad Markle in the 20 Chevrolet. See, not a lot of people pulling out the pit road here early on. We've got Corey Scott in the 95 Yelp Honda. Ace Rogers in the Jack Daniels number 1. Tyler Lawson, Alex May, Elijah Gilbert, Dylan Ibrahimian, I hope I'm saying that right, in the 200. Chris Wheeler in the 005. Samuel Oscon coming out here in the 50. Jeff Bright, Kev Shearer coming out together here. I see Todd Mack is the only one with lap times on the board right now. We've got a little draft pack there. We've got Tom Warham in the 910. Chase Miller in the 110. James DeMarco. Peter Onjak's going to come out here in the 63, along with another Dodge driver, Elijah Leonard. Brad Anomia in the 89. He's coming out onto the racetrack. The 07 of Cole Deaver as well. 450 of Terry Lee. And here is your defending race winner from 2016. It was the Pizza Hut 300 back then. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not the defending winner, the brother of the defending winner. This is JT Hanley, brother of TJ Hanley. He is in the 44. Once again, this time around, I believe once again, different paint scheme this time though. I believe pit road is indeed empty. So my apologies, it is TJ Hanley who is the past winner. He is in group number 6, so we will not see him until the end of the day. The driver he tied with, it was by the tens of thousands that we could not see. Jonathan Zorlin is back in the 48. He is in group 5. So we will see the top 2 in the last 2 heats. So we've gone through our 22 drivers. Remember, the top 2 are the ones who will advance. And right now we've got 2 people on the board. We're going to see here, Peter Onjak is running behind Oskin. We'll see if he gets a good lap here. 48.334, not exactly what you want. So Elijah Gilbert, and we just had someone jump to the top of the board. That was the 14 of Jeff Bright, but the 69 of Kev Shear looks like they were drafting off of the 20 of Brad Markle, as now the 1 of Ace Rogers has jumped to the top of the board, along with the 95 of Corey Scott. They've been drafting up to Brad Anomia and Todd Mack, as the 200 and the 56 went straight back up. That's Dylan Ibrahimian and Elijah Gilbert. Looks like they were drafting up to some other drivers. So we've got some low 47s right now. I'm guessing anybody who can get a 46.9 is running a pretty good lap. Again, being lined up in the draft the right way is key, and you want to have a decent pack lined up, because we're halfway through session 1 already. So the 200 and the 56 right now, looking pretty good. Considering what Ibrahimian ran, I'm guessing we're going to have a lot of times in that low area. Instead of doing a Word document this time for qualifying, or exports I should say, I'm going to export these results still, but I'm going to write down the top 2. And then any times that get knocked, I will write down the new top 2. I will also list the session number. And I will just put down last names, first names when applicable. There are not a lot of family cars in here. We've got the Jeffersons, which is 2 people. There are the Markles, 3 of them. There are the Mendezes, there's 3 of them. And Sanford brothers are in here somewhere. Not in this split. Speaking of the Sanford brothers, I believe Charles is in heat group number 5. Henry is in group number 6. So not seeing any faster times here. Alex May might be lined up for a pretty good lap here. And what he's going to duck out of line, that's not going to help him. They are catching up to Cole Deaver, who's by himself, but Tyler has to use this run the right way. And he did just that. 47.080. And indeed, Alex May to the top of the board. 46.846, just in front of them. Corey Scott ran a 46.876. Todd Mack ran a 89.4. It was Mack and Scott, but Alex May, using the right amount of draft, shot himself straight up. So right now we've got 2 Hondas, I believe. Yes, indeed, 2 Hondas at the top of the board. These laps will not be as good. Actually, no, they are. Corey Scott back up to the top with an 8.18. And May is unable to capitalize. It looks like Mack ran a fast lap that time too. 8.46 though. He was 2 1,000ths from booting Alex May from second place. So it looks like 46.8s are the OP times we're looking for here. It is clear outside here today. 90 degrees. It'll be like this the whole day. Max getting past this time, so we should not see any laps. We've got about 1.5 minutes left plus standby, so there is still time to run fast laps. There is a huge pack of cars right here. Not sure if anyone will run fast times here. And the answer is no. Deaver did run his fast lap. That plops him up to 14th. That was only a 47.273. There's a little group here. JT Hanley and Chase Miller. See, James DeMarco has been by himself the whole practice for 8 laps. There's Chris Wheeler. Here's another group. Sam Oskin, Peter Onjak. Kev Shearer to the top of the board with a 46.786. And the 26 of Elijah Leonard with a 7.28. So here at the end of the session, now we're seeing 46.7s. So apparently Leonard and Shearer set themselves up right now. We've got a Dodge and a Toyota on the front row. 30 seconds remain here. And then we have a standby zone. We'll see if the 14 of Jeff Bright can get anything here. He's at a 46.867 last time by. He stays in line. And it's a 47.003, so down on the speed. Let's see what Arsoa's time is. It is the 32. He has not been able to get any draft whatsoever. So Leonard and Shearer, top 2. We're going to enter standby here. 45 seconds remaining on the standby clock. if anyone else is able to run a faster lap time. Bright set himself up good running the bottom here. I'm not certain though. Oh, some people peeked out a line that might hurt Bright's chances at a lap time. And nothing changes. So little group here. Corey Scott, one last chance. Nothing going. Is this group going to make it to the start finish line? They are not. And session is official. Elijah Leonard and Kev Shearer. Apparently I never saved the Heat 2 export for the NRSL race, but that is it. So the 26. I'm just writing this down here, guys. So I will see you for group number 2. Oh, this group had just formed up a mega pack too. So right now we have a Dodge at the front, and you know what? I should have just done a new paper because there's not enough room to write everything I want to write here. So I will see you guys for group 2 as I write this stuff down. Welcome back. It is time for group session number 2. Quick recap for session 1. Top time was the 26 Dodge of Elijah Leonard with a 46.728 at 231.125 miles per hour. Second on that list was the 69 Toyota driven by Kev Shearer with a 46.786 at 230.839 miles per hour. This session we're seeing no early goers going out on track. Oh, somebody is moving right there. And that is the 27 of TJ Dent. Another brothers I forgot about, the 27 and the 28. 27 here is in this group. The 28 of Ty Dent will be in group number 3. This was the group sponsor, or the race sponsor, back in 2016. The car ended up winning one of the heat races and making the show. It was driven by Peter Sands back then. This time, Sands not in the event. It's the 39 of Jack Hellick. Hellick? I don't know. I'll say Hollick. Jack Hollick out here now in the 39 Honda. Just to remind ourselves that we had a Dodge and a Toyota end up being the fastest 2 drivers. The 76 of Ben Crouch. We've got the 90 of Connor Hurley. Jacob Dunn in the 51. That's another set of drivers. There are a couple Duns, I'm sorry. Jacob, James, and I believe there might be somebody else. I'm not sure if there was a problem with Hurley or not, because Dunn got a really good run right out the track there. We've got Kyle Jones in the 93 car. Jason Watkins in the 760. Xavier Lawton in the 33. That's how his name's supposed to be, right? I'm hoping I didn't botch something here. Yeah, that's what it was. Signed up as. So he is coming out on track. We've got the 08 of Alexander Rowe. Matthew Rodriguez in the 57. Henrietta Fitzwater in the 130. Tim Randolph in the 007. Dylan Young in the 2 car. Colt Hudson in the 64. He was your pole sitter for the NRSL Honeydew Donuts 250K. Carter Friesen in the 84. Danny Lloyd in the 70. Joseph Brummer in the 210. That's another family name, the Brummers. Marcus Sachi in the 15. Joshua Hyatt in the 8. Looking for people we haven't seen. Tony Green in the 45. Tony was the only one to sign up. I'm surprised that no other family members elected to race. Jake Rogers in the 98. That's another family name we'll see. No relation to Ace Rogers. Ace is of a separate branch of Rogers. Rod Hayes in the 21. And that might be it. Pit road is empty. And we've already got someone with a 47.9. And that is the 21 of Rod Hayes. As we see the 70 there, that is driven by Danny Lloyd. And we've got a 47.481 from the 51 of Jacob Dunn. And a 47.820 from the 90 of Connor Hurley. My goodness. These two must have been perfectly lined up at a good distance, because holy crap. And we've got a 391 from the 76 of Ben Crouch. Now it is to be noted that there is a 1 mile per hour wind rotating around the track. And I guess these drivers are hitting that wind right, because I'm not sure how else they're running these. Oh, wait a minute. I goofed, guys. The top times were in the 46-second bracket, not the 47-second bracket. That's that. Damn, I can't believe I messed up like that. So but like I said, there is wind. It's only 1 mile per hour. So forget everything I just said in the last 2 minutes. Ben Crouch is the fastest up the session at a 47.391, but these guys are still 0.6 off what we saw as the top time in session 1. As the 90 of Connor Hurley with a 3.75, and these drivers are going to go 3 wide here. It's not going to help any of them. There's really no big mega packs here. There's a 3-car group right here. There's a 4-car group right here. I'm going to be going about 2:27 at the start finish line. Let's see what Joshua Hyatt runs here. And it was actually a slower lap time. Not seeing anybody really running fast laps here. Jack Halleck might have a chance here. Let's see what he gets. Nope, not enough draft momentum off the corner. So Dylan Young in the DirecTV number 2 car. Kind of riding around here. He's got the 007 of Tim Randolph behind him. So we're at 3 minutes left in the session. Nobody's come close to the 46-second bracket like we had seen in session 1. Now, like the Honeydew race, if you don't get the top 2 spots, it doesn't matter where you are lap time wise. It doesn't affect anything as far as where you start in heat races, etc. So we see the 930. Kyle Jones ran a 47.234. Now the 39 of Jack Halleck just ran a 47.180, but time is running out. This group right here is catching this group in front of them. I'll see if that's enough for anyone here to run a fast lap. Peeking out like what Xavier did right there is not good. There's a 47.102 by the 33 though. Jason Watkins with the 130 and Jones with the 135. So these drivers are drafting off of the 8 and the 90. If they just stay in line, they could get some really good lap times. Lawton's going to make a pass though, and that's going to hurt him a little bit and the 76 a little bit. We'll see how bad it hurts Kyle Jones. Oh, it's definitely hurting him too. Breaking that 3-car line was not good for these guys. Coming down to a minute here soon. As you see, Jones just has none of that momentum left, and it ends up being a worse lap time. Someone's coming out of pit road. That was the 51 of Jacob Dunn. TJ Dent, a lot of people on pit road. Trying to get some fresh tires here at the last second. Here's a group: Rod Hayes, Jake Rogers, 47,199 for the 98. Halleck, slower time that lap. Nothing going on there. Nothing going on here. Nope. Kyle Jones now being the one to pass. Lawton coming down the 30 seconds here. It's not looking like anyone in session 2 has enough cars in a group to make a run at the lap times that Elijah Leonard and Kev Shearer set down. 1-2-1 by Watkins improves his time. Right there we see Rodriguez coming to pit road. Hayes and Jake Rogers maybe here with another chance. Oh, they're running pretty fast. 0.64 for Jake Rogers. Still not enough. Still 0.3 off. 144, 156 by those guys. And now we have the 45-second buffer zone for the session. There are a lot of cars on pit road, coming down pit road. Here's a group right here, same group. Lawton peeked out there at the last second though. I'm not sure if that's going to help them, and the lap times don't change. Some more drivers coming across. Jake Rogers though. Oh, there's a bit of a group right there. Nothing going. No one else is going to hit the start finish line. So with that, session 2 is over. Nothing changed. I'm sorry for the confusion on the lap times. So no one from session 2 will knock people off the board here. So we still have a Dodge and a Toyota at the top of the board. So with that said, I will see you guys for group number 3. We are preparing here for group number 3. Just a reminder, after session 2, that the time set in session 1 were not beaten. We still have Elijah Leonard and Kev Shearer as our front row. Leonard running a 46.728 and Shearer with a 46.786. First car is coming off of pit road, and there will be the 810 Honda, driven by Max Anderson. Behind him is the 10 of Simon Bloomfield. Levi McIntyre coming out in the number 99. Johnny Gardner in the 77. Got a few pretty big names here. NRSL Season 2, aka 2018 Mountain Dew For the Win Cup Series champion. Run on this channel. Gardner was your champion for that. Jack James in the 008. Here's Ty Dent in the Starbucks 28 car. Starbucks was a sponsored race I ran, I want to say in early 2016, late 2015, when I hit 300 subscribers maybe, I think it was 300 subscriber race with Starbucks. Jay Jefferson coming out on the track in the 52. Bryant Beltran in the 40. Sam Young in the 22, brother to Dylan Young. We'll see Robert in Group 6. Fruta Salada. Some foreign name I'm probably pronouncing completely wrong. There's also Christopher Choi in the 9. We've got Casey Waz in the 23. Seth Cole in the 34, president of the NRSL, joined me for the Honeydew 250K race. Mathis Wells in the 46. Freddie Soto in the 16. Hunter Braxton in the 3. One of the new drivers that's been around on the track lately. Very young kid right out of high school from the California area. He'll try to push his way into the field. Gary Barlow in the 91. We've got Gatlin Downey in the 65. Kevin McHugh in the 71. And TJ Lawson in the 140. I believe that is everybody. Troy Lawson in the 85. There's the 58 of Tommy Roberts. Pit road is empty, and we are ready to watch lap times. I'm just writing some stuff down right now. So, we've seen that you really need to have a big pack, and I just about did the same mistake I did in Group 2, which was think, oh, 47.6, that broke the record. No, you dumpy, it's still 9/10 back. So Seth Cole right now with the top time, 47.617. We saw, the fastest we saw in Group 2 was a 47.0 as the 34 by Seth Cole yet again. With a 47.380, the fastest time of the session so far. We're already down to 5 minutes. Wow. So I think the big thing we saw in session 1 was everyone got on the track really fast, and we're not seeing that here. Group 2, we didn't see it. Group 3, we're not seeing it. There are some lines setting up here. I'm looking for cars that are going really fast. Johnny Gardner is one of them. He's going 227. If he has to lift for Tommy Roberts here, that could be costly. The 22 of Sam Young ran a 47.080. Let's see, Gardner's gonna hurt himself here because, yep, he's gonna pull out a draft. And he's only gonna be 223 at the start finish line, but still a 158 by the 77 of Johnny Gardner. Gardner does have one Mountain Dew for the One Cup Series victory to his name. Looking around for people running fast speeds. Simon Bloomfield is going 225. There's a bit of a group here with Bloomfield, Sam Young, Bryant Beltran, Max Anderson, and Jay Jefferson. If they stay single file, it could be a very good line. 47.495 there. Beltran did run a 47.090. If these cars stay single file, as long as they're single file by 3 cars or 4 cars, and those cars are constantly in that line and there's no peeking out, we could see one of these 5 run a fast lap. Anderson's going to be setting himself up here, and there it is. Jefferson pulled out, and that really, really hurt him when he could have had a really fast lap time. It's going to hurt Bloomfield and Sam Young a little bit as well, but it definitely hurt Jefferson. Sam Young seems content riding. He should be farther back in the field. There's an 028 by Sam Young, a 46.994 by Jefferson nonetheless. But see, if Jefferson didn't pull out like he did and stayed in line, he would have run a much faster lap time. But this is the group to watch, it seems. Once again, Jefferson's lining himself up, 228. And he peaks to the high side this time. So, oh, those guys are peaking high too. So I'm guessing Sam Young and Bloomfield are pitting here, which is ultimately going to hurt the whole pack. And indeed, Sam Young pitting, Beltran's pitting. So that's going to hurt that group. Here's a group: Choi, Salada, Lawson. Nothing going for any of them. Here's a group: Gardner, Soto. 029, 026 by Soto. Puts him second in the session, but 2.5 minutes left. Time is running out. A little bit of a voice crack there by myself. We've got cars on pit road. Nobody running fast enough. We'll see. Anderson's got a decent gap here of draft behind 2 cars. So he's just got to stay in line here. He's nope, not going fast enough. You've got to be going 228, 229 at the start finish line, and then holding that speed around the entire racetrack for a chance at a 46.8. And there are just no groups with that going on right now. Bloomfield, Jefferson, Anderson yet again, but they have to stay in line. And these guys, we haven't seen money cars go past 10 laps. They're looking pretty good right here. All 3 of these drivers, Bloomfield, Jefferson, and Anderson. None of them peaked out. And there it is. 9.35 by Anderson. Still 0.2 off though. You need to be, it seems you need to be at the back of the pack. 5th, 6th car in line, even gap, so you can just floor it and stay in line the whole time. We're just not seeing that here. Troy Lawson coming back on the track. There is a mega group right here, but I don't know if they're gonna get anything done. They should have enough time. If they all stay on the track, this group should have enough time to hit the start finish line, go around and do 1 more lap. But they're not hitting the speeds I'd expect, and yeah, it's just ultimately, it seems it's very tough to get it to set up, but we saw guys in Group 1 hit 8s, they hit 7s. And these drivers are going to hit the start finish line here 1 more time. We are going to click off here. 2 seconds remaining, 1 second, and now the 46-second standby phase. Right now, Anderson is top. Hunter Braxton has had the misfortune of being by himself the whole run. So not what he wanted. There's a bit of a group right here. Nothing going. Here's a group. Nothing going. You see, we're looking for people to be single filed the whole line. 15 seconds remaining here. There's the group we mentioned. And nobody does anything. 1 more 4-car group right here. And that's gonna do it. Nope. Maybe got there, I'm not sure. That is it for Group 3. We got Max Anderson fastest of the group at a 46.935, which is faster than what we saw in Group 2, but still 0.2 off. Elijah Leonard and Kev Shearer. I will see you for Group number 4. We've got 3 more 10-minute sessions. Let's see what happens. Welcome to Group 4. 3 groups down, and I just realized that we've seen a Toyota at the top. We've seen a Honda at the top. Chevy. And a Dodge. I don't believe we've had a point where we're 5 minutes plus into the session and we've got a Pontiac or a Ford at the top of the board. I do not believe we have seen that. The first car on track will be the 01 Taco Bell Honda driven by Ryan Butcher. So we actually had someone come out pretty early this time around. Todd Mack did that in session 1, as we see William Brock will be the next driver out on the racetrack. So a little bit of a split yet again. This is the 29. I have to actually look. This is Antonin Charlebois. I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. Sorry. Aaron Carlson in the 78 out on the racetrack. Brendan Brown in the 72. Pina Salada in the 950. Cody Smart in the 23 will come out on the racetrack. We've got Brad Cheston in the 01, 001 that is. Jesse Turner in the 47, Alex Mata in the 17, Tyler Markle in the 41. Looking at our other cars on pit road, Edwin Mendez in this session, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Ryan Dalton, Alex Ferranti. There's Joe Jefferson of the 53. We've got Eli Bright in the 11. Brad Lewis in the 150 as Ferranti leaves his pit stall. Steve Locker in the 840. Chris Wilson in the 66. There's Enzo Nareza in the 35. Wyatt Anderson in the 060. That is everyone coming out. Now, quick statistical fact. 35 driven by Enzo Nareza. Same high school as Hunter Braxton. Same area, best friends, on and off track. Hunter did not get the luck he wanted. We'll see if Enzo fares any better. Because we're already down to 7 minutes. A lot of people trying to get up. It looks like we're going to get some big groups right here. We might see a super group or two right here. We've got Nareza, Fitzwater, Lewis, Smart, Mata, Turner, and Cheston. And these guys right here, if they get lined up, they've got a good chance to draft off of both of these cars. And they are battling right now. So Mata does jump to the top of the 47.7, but remember that is a second off. The 29 of Antonin Charlebois. It sounds so funny when I say it. I'm sorry. That's an actual name. See if Mata gets anything good here with Jesse Turner. They are going pretty fast here at the start-finish line, and there's a 46.930. 46.917 by Turner. Now, if these two just stay in line this whole lap behind this group, they will get very good results. We could see a challenge here with the Pontiac and a Ford, which are two manufacturers I said we have not seen at the top. 230 miles an hour. Remember, 231.125 by Elijah Leonard. Mata and Turner are going to catch the back of this group of Edwin Mendez right off of turn 4. Let's see if they use the momentum to pass or to slow up. They're going to use it to pass. This could be a big lap time right here, and it's a 46.414 from Alex Mata. And a 5.29 from Jesse Turner. And with that, Leonard and Shearer, after being the top two for 3 sessions, have been flat out clobbered off the top with the lap times that Mata and Turner just ran, and they are still going faster. Unbelievable. And they have to slow up now. But a Pontiac and a Ford to the top. Still a 5.78 that time too by Mata. Unbelievable lap times. And I told you, it was all going to be about spacing yourselves out and forming these mega groups. We see the 92 of Mendez just ran an 8.11. Which would have been very close to Kev Shearer's lap time. So now we'll see how many more drivers can run a faster lap time than Shearer and Leonard. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see someone beat that 414. That would be astonishing. I think the 529, I think Turner's still in danger because if someone can run a 414, someone can run something faster than a 529. It's all about setup. This whole pack is in the top 5. We've seen the Reza with a 46.943. But Mata driving sponsorship from Armory Digital, which was a track that ran the Starbucks 200. Every other special event has been at Pensacola, though I believe I did one somewhere else one time. I'm trying to remember where I did my 400 subs race. I cannot recall. But Mata and Turner, top of the board. But remember, there's still 2 more sessions. They're not guarantees right now either. Especially Turner, considering the difference. It's a full 10th between Turner and Mata. So we'll see for sure what happens. But so now Leonard and Shear been sitting in the infield. Now they know, well, looks like we're gonna go racing tomorrow. 875 from the 72. And that car is not in this group. That's Brendan Brown with an 875. There's another 4-car group right here trying to set themselves up. Now remember, we saw Mata hit like 231 on the backstretch and stayed at 229 plus. So you've got to be running 229 around this whole racetrack to run a 414. Reza's trying to do that. He's just chilling at the back of this pack, spacing himself out. We've got a minute and a half remaining. These guys are 3 wide up here. Remember, we saw 1 accident in qualifying session number 2 for the NRSL Honeydew Donuts 250K. I don't think we'll see an accident in any of these sessions because it's not a road course, and with the amount of room at this track, I don't see anybody wrecking unless we have the whole 22 cars in one mega pack. 776 by Reza there. That would have beaten Shear's time. So Shear now 4th fastest out of everyone. Leonard still 3rd fastest out of 88 cars. So I mean, that's still that's something to be proud of. You can set yourself up. That's how the race was won by TJ Hanley. It was all about setup. 3 cars came off the turn 2. 2nd place went for the pass first. 3rd place had a bigger run. Then he went for the pass 3 wide into turn 1. The amount of help they had off of 4 sealed the fate. Sorlin had the run off the corner, but it wasn't enough. He missed it by about a good couple centimeters. So we're coming down here to 14 seconds. These drivers all have 1 more chance to run a good lap time. I don't think it's gonna happen. Mata ended up pitting, so we're gonna hold here on Jesse Turner. He is the one in the danger zone. Session is complete. Almost 35 seconds on standby here. We're gonna do the same thing at the start-finish line. No lap times so far. Interesting to see that. 17 and 47. You want to do a little number thing here. 17, 47. They both got 7s in them. 3 sessions complete. 1 plus 3 is 47. Oh, there's some big groups right here. Carlson with a 760. But that's going to do it. Session complete. Alex Mata and Jesse Turner are your new top 2. And I didn't do this in session 1, but I want to show you guys this time what these times are in mile per hour. 414 to a 529. because they were pretty impressive. And yep, see, 232s. No one else hit a 231, so Leonard's still the only person to hit a 231. I don't know how the mile per hour formula works, because I do know nobody hit 232. Came pretty damn close though. So that is it, and I'll see you in session 5. Alrighty, we're getting ready for session number 5. 2 more 10-minute sessions remaining. And this session features second place finisher runner-up to the Pizza Hut 300 back in 2016. That being Jonathan Sorlin, which is once again driving the same ride. TJ Hanley opted to drive a different car. You know, that's okay. He won the race. He'll drive for anybody. Patrick Syke. I still can't say it, Patrick. In the 12 car, Sui Fernandez in the 070. Kevin Allen in the 160. Kapuli Bai in the 420 as Ryan Brommer in the 870 will come out on track. Charles Sanford, NRSL Vice President in the 5. Hopefully, depending how things go, we'll see if he joins me in the booth for the race or not. Of course, he is driving. Austin Mendez in the 93. Jacob Dillons in the 54. The 67 car, I believe. What is the first name here? It is indeed Franklin Phillips. I had it right in my head. Preston Plord in the 79, first time on this channel. Driving that GameStop Chevrolet. See if Preston can show off his skills here. James Dunn in the 02. Phil Parker in the 30. 60 car. Christian Russell. Diego Yepes in the 87. Andrew Rich in the 42. My man right here. I hope you get in, but you know nothing is confirmed. You know it's qualifying after all. Mark Brown in the 73. There's Kapula Bai. We saw him on pit road earlier. Leo Rogers, some relation to Jake. Nathan Ormond in the 24. This was driven by Andrew Rich last time. Jared Daniels in the 002. There's Jonathan Sorlin in the Aquafresh Ford. Now this time, the Crest 990 is driven by Robert Young, and it's the 990, not the 99. So we'll see if those two cars end up battling again. The battle of the toothpaste. You know, that was kind of a funny thing. I believe that is everyone. Oh nope, Eddie Riley in the 36. Jose Mills in the 18, and now everybody is off of pit road. So now let's go pack hunting. A little kind of stringed out right there. Nothing major. It looks like everyone is pretty stretched out in this session, which is not what they want. Right now, the 67 of Franklin Phillips. Oh, nope, we've got a 47806 by Andrew Rich. But here is Jonathan Sorlin, who said last time he was out of fingernails. So hopefully he says this time he hopes to still have some fingernails left after the 100-lap race here at Pensacola. This is a good, decent split right here. You've got two cars, one car. Could see some decent lap times here. Oh, no, 47.9, kind of terrible. The 54 is top of the board. Remind myself that is Jacob Dillons. But we will see race winner TJ Hanley in the next group. But remember, it is increasingly difficult this year around to make it. Last time around we had 330 car heats. Top 10 in each made it. Then we had two 30 car LCQs. where the top 6 of each made it. It's a little different this time around. I will get back to the format once again when we get to the heat race at some point. Still don't know the full schedule of this weekend. Everyone's just kind of going on the fly. Just a reminder though, it is the way the heat elimination stuff works. It's the first day of racing, top 2 from each make it. That gives us 17 people in the main. Then we have an elimination race where 16th to 23rd will be eliminated. Then we have 3 races. Top 2 again puts us 32 in the main, and then 2 big races where the top 5 of each will advance. The way qualifying will work, as we do have an 836 on the board. That is the 18 of Jose Mills. And here is Jose. Looks like him and Leo Rogers to the top of the board. Jacob Dillon's also with a 988. See if any of these guys can beat Kev Shear or Elijah Leonard's lap times. 3 people in total beat Shearer, 2 in total beat Leonard. That was Enzo Nareza, who was 3rd on the board from session 4. As we've got a 46.750 by Jose Mills and a 7.89 by Jacob Dillon. So now 4 people have beat Shearer's lap time of a 7.86. But this group is still not going quite fast enough to hit those 4s and 5s. Patrick Sick coming back on the track. There is a bit of a group right here with James Dunn, Zoe Fernandez, Jonathan Zorlin, and Kevin Allen. But if anyone peeks out, it's all over. And there it is. Yep. Someone peeks out, forget it. But Dunn's going way too low. He's going to pass when you just want to stay in line. Sick already back on track with 3 minutes left in the session. So there's Jose Mills. We're seeing not a lot of lap times now. Riley with the 4.842. Franklin Phillips with a 7.79. Make that 5 drivers who have beat Kev Shearer's lap time from session 1. Now, as I was saying, what was I talking about before we saw people beating lap times? Yes, the way qualifying works is so the top 2 start 1st and 2nd in the actual event. Everything else is randomized to an extent. If you advance from the first races, the first 5 races of the weekend are their 10-lap heat races of 26 cars, I want to say, something like that. So the way it works, you win your race or you finish 2nd in your race. Now, out of those 12 people, or 15 people, actually, I'm sorry, it's not top 2, it's top 3. It's top 3 in the first races. My mistake again. The top 3 of those races, so those 15 drivers total, they'll all qualify again with everyone else. Everyone else will qualify again. They'll have their lap times, blah, 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 blah. But the top 3 from those first races are guaranteed to start anywhere from 3rd to 17th. Same thing for the top 3. I'm sorry, it was top 3 and top 3, not top 2 and top 2. The same top 3 from the 3rd round of races. Same thing, they'll start from anywhere from 18th to 32nd. And then for the LCQ guys, same thing, anywhere from 33rd to 42nd. That's how starting lineup's going to work. I think it's pretty fair. Pretty much every team has brought a load of backup cars because we're pretty much expecting wrecks at some point. So we're down to 30 seconds in the actual session. These guys are going pretty fast here, but something tells me someone's going to pull out here. It could be Charles Sanford. He is going 230. And he stayed in line, and that's going to hurt him because now he's to the top side of Phillips. Yeah, that hurts both of them. Either of those guys probably could have had a really fast lap time. As we'll see here. Does anyone beat a 750? Nope. You see Sanford, though, did have an 884. If he hadn't gone to the top side, he could have had a really good lap time. So we are in the standby phase once again. Got a 4-car group right here. Anyone going? Nothing going there. Well, they're 3 wide here, so none of these guys are having it. They're trying to win the race. 10 seconds left. Ooh, this second car pack might have a bit of a run on these guys. No, surprisingly not. And those guys don't make it to the start-finish line. But that session 5 is complete. We have 1 session remaining. Still, Alex Mata and Jesse Turner on the top of the board. We've got 10 more minutes of qualifying to do. And we will find out officially who the front row of the Crown Royal 300 will be. I will see you for session number 6. Welcome to session number 6. Just a reminder, your defending race winner is in this session. That is TJ Hanley. 10 more minutes remain. And the first car on track is the 74 of Annie Lynch. Now, just a reminder, the 2 makes we have not seen on the top 2 to be top 2 in times officially has been a Chevy and a Honda. So the Chevy and a Honda complete it, and we'll have had people breaking lap times from every manufacturer. We've got the 94 of Richard Mendez coming out on track here. Kaz McKella in the 43. Scarlett Rich in the 80. James Ellison in the 37. This guy's very ambitious. He's looking to improve week in and week out. Watch out for this guy. Greg Torres in the 6. Wade Brummer in the 180. Riley Leto in the 62. She is not to be messed with. That is a female driver right there in the 62 car. Just want to clarify. And here he is, TJ Hanley. This is the scheme brother JT ran in the original event back in 2016. It did make the show. So we'll see if TJ can get the car in this time around. My headset's falling off my head. We've got Bob Markle in the 13. Already got people coming out here. Jalen Howard in the 880. Rob Evans in the 88. They happen to both be in this group. There's the car that won the race. Robert Young. It was just a 99 last season. Last time, 2.5 years ago now. Now it's the 990 driven by Robert Young. Matthew Perez coming out on track in the 31 car. RJ Reynolds in the 68. Henry Sanford in the 06. We've got Matthew Brown in the 49. Keith Rich in the 25. So we've seen all the Rich family. Sebastian Kukulon in the 55. Brian Tremblay in the 003 coming out on the racetrack. Jake Galloway in the 19 car once we see it here. We've already got 10 lap times on the board. Have we missed anybody? Joey Mitchell coming out here in the 100 car. Dr. Pepper. Everybody is out on the racetrack. And now it's just a matter of waiting to find out. 6.5 minutes, technically 7.5. You count that standby phase. We will find out who it is that will be on the front row. So it's time to go group searching. Robert Young by himself. A lot of people by themselves. So far, the most disappointing group was Group 2. None of those drivers hit 46-second lap times. The only group to do so. But Group 6 might disappoint in the same manner. Brian Tremblay, though, with pretty good speed here at the line. 47.451. He goes straight to the top of the board on his first lap. He is a decent amount behind this group right here in the front. He's not running a 4 or a 5 lap time by any means. I mean, 46.4, 46.5. He's got a pretty good lap time going, though. This is a 46.9, I believe. Is he going to stay in line and choose the smart route here? It looks like he's going to do just that. That is Kaz McKella in front of him, but now he had to check up big time. This should still be a very fast lap time despite the last quarter of the track not being to his favor. 47.041. Scarlett Rich still sitting second. I see just a lot of people with no groups. There's TJ Hanley, 6th on the board. See what he does this lap. That's slower lap time, so he had gotten past 68 of RJ Reynolds, though, up to second with the 47.444. 25 up to second place. That was Keith Rich, 47.348. Nothing going there. Here's a little bit of a group right here. They're all out of whack, though. No one's running fast times right there. It's going to probably be one of these 3-car groups that end up catching something like this. .452 by Ellison, 440 by Torres, and this is what kills your chance at a good run. See, he just pulled straight out. TJ Hanley, though, with the 47.065, jumps up to second in the session. So even if he's nowhere close to the fast lap time, he's still showing that he's got it. Do not count this man out. Reynolds is going to pull out there. That's going to hurt all 3 of these guys. Henry Sanford coming down pit road. That will hurt this group yet again. And there's just no really big groups on the racetrack. Ooh, this could be interesting. Tremblay is hitting a good speed. I don't know if he's been running it the whole lap. Let's see what he does here coming off the corner. And that's going to kill his lap time. Yep, only a 157 right there. 2:45 left, technically about 3.5 minutes. Some cars on pit road here. Nothing's really going on here. We've got Brummer, Leto coming back on the track. And these passing maneuvers just do not help you. Good practice for the heat races, though. Ellison, Galloway, and Torres coming up on Robert Young, who is dead last. He's only ran a 49.196. That's the slowest lap time I've seen all practice. He's actually going to get some draft push this time. And he'll finally run a 48.4, but it's still terrible. Joey Mitchell, 47.185, 145, 084. Matthew Brown's going to kill it, though, as he tucks down the past Keith Rich. This group is probably catching up to Annie Lynch and Bob Markle, but they are on high laps, so I'm not sure if those drivers will end up pitting or not. This group isn't going to do anything. Nope. Rob Evans leading this group here. It's kind of weird seeing 288 cars on the racetrack, wouldn't you say? Scarlet Rich jumped up to the top of the board without me noticing. 47.034. 35 seconds left. It is still looking like this will be the same as session 2 where nobody hits a 46-second lap time. Never mind. Kaz McKella with a 46.984. Right there, just to silence me to say, hey, we ain't as bad as the people in Group 2. So we're coming down here, 10 seconds left. This will be the group to do it on. There is the start-finish line. We are 46 seconds standby phase away. Does anyone have a chance? There are some groups right here, but anybody hitting the start-finish line right now is not going to get around to finish their lap. We're just looking at people who will finish a lap. This is, you know, you're just coming in here. Ooh, a 9.34 by Leto. 9.35, I'm sorry. Nothing is official there. Is Richard Mendez, slowest of the session. There was somebody, it seemed like every session, who just never got the draft and always ran a 48. There's that group there. Nothing going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those three hit it just there, but nothing's going. Qualifying is complete in your front row. For the NRSL Crown Royal 300 will be the 17 of Alex Mata, who in a Pontiac ran a 46.414 at 232.689 miles per hour. And starting to his outside is the 47 Ford driven car of Jesse Turner, who ran a 46.529 at 232.114 miles per hour. That is your front row. Hope you enjoyed this session. Let me see, we went from 132 cars to 130 trying to qualify for the event. So I will see you guys at some point in the next day or so for 26 car heat races. So we've got 5 10-lap 26 car heat races where the top 3 in each will advance and start somewhere from 3rd to 17th. So with that said, that's all from me, and I will see you guys for the heat races.